Welcome, viewers, to Global Conflict Explained. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most important geopolitical rivalries shaping our world, the ongoing tension between China and the United States. This topic matters today because the relationship between these two global superpowers influences everything, from international trade and technological innovation to military stability and the future of global leadership. Whether it's economic competition, political ideology, or military presence, this rivalry impacts nearly every country on Earth. So, before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Historical background. To understand why China and the United States are rivals today, we must go back to the mid-20th century. After World War II, the United States emerged as a dominant global power, promoting capitalism and democratic governance. Meanwhile, in 1949, China underwent a major transformation with the Chinese Communist Revolution, establishing a socialist state under communist leadership. This immediately created ideological differences between the two nations. During the Cold War era, the United States viewed communist countries as strategic threats. Although China and the Soviet Union initially aligned, their relationship later fractured, leading to a complex triangular dynamic involving Washington, Beijing, and Moscow. In the 1970s, the US began to normalize relations with China, primarily to counterbalance Soviet influence. This period saw economic cooperation begin to grow, as China opened its markets to global trade. Visual aids like historical maps can illustrate how China transitioned from an isolated economy into a global manufacturing powerhouse. Archival footage of diplomatic meetings, such as President Nixon's visit to China, shows how both nations once sought cooperation despite ideological differences. However, these early engagements laid the groundwork for today's rivalry, as economic ties grew alongside strategic mistrust. Additionally, China's economic reforms under Deng Xiaoping in the late 1970s played a crucial role in reshaping global dynamics. These reforms shifted China toward a more market-oriented economy, attracting foreign investment and integrating it into the global system. While this created opportunities for collaboration with the United States, it also planted the seeds for future competition as China's economic power rapidly expanded. Key events. Several major turning points intensified the rivalry between China and the United States. One of the most significant was China's entry into the World Trade Organization, WTO, in 2001. This allowed China to expand its exports dramatically, transforming it into the world's factory. While this benefited global markets, it also created economic tensions, as American industries faced stiff competition. Another critical moment came with China's rapid technological advancement. The rise of Chinese tech giants and innovations in areas like artificial intelligence, 5G networks, and semiconductors raised concerns in the United States about losing technological dominance. Trade disputes escalated into a full-scale trade war in recent years, with tariffs imposed on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of goods. Military developments also played a major role. China's increasing presence in the South China Sea and its efforts to modernize its military have been viewed by the United States as a challenge to regional stability. The US, in turn, strengthened alliances in Asia, increasing its military presence in the Indo-Pacific region. Events such as tensions over Taiwan have further strained relations. Taiwan remains one of the most sensitive issues, with China considering it a breakaway province, while the United States maintains strategic support for its defense. These moments have collectively shaped the current rivalry. In addition, cybersecurity incidents and allegations of intellectual property theft have added another layer of tension. Both countries have accused each other of cyber espionage, leading to stricter regulations and mistrust in digital cooperation. These developments highlight how the rivalry is no longer limited to traditional domains, but extends deeply into the digital world. Another notable development is the growing competition in space. Both nations are investing heavily in space exploration, satellite technology, and lunar missions. This new frontier is becoming an extension of their rivalry, with each aiming to demonstrate technological superiority and secure strategic advantages beyond Earth. Current situation. Today, the rivalry between China and the United States is multifaceted, involving economic, technological, political, and military dimensions. Economically, both nations are deeply interconnected, yet increasingly competitive. Supply chains, trade agreements, and market access are constant points of negotiation and conflict. Technologically, the competition is fierce. Both countries are racing to dominate critical industries like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and clean energy. Restrictions on technology exports and concerns about data security have led to growing separation between their tech ecosystems. Politically, the differences remain stark. The United States promotes democratic values and human rights, while China emphasizes state sovereignty and centralized governance. These contrasting ideologies often lead to disagreements in international forums. Militarily, tensions remain high, especially in regions like the South China Sea and around Taiwan. Both nations conduct military exercises and strategic maneuvers, signaling strength while avoiding direct confrontation. This creates a delicate balance where cooperation exists alongside competition. Another important aspect of the current situation is economic decoupling. Companies and governments are increasingly trying to reduce dependence on each other, especially in critical sectors like semiconductors and rare earth materials. This gradual separation could reshape global trade patterns in the coming years. There is also increasing competition in global influence through initiatives like infrastructure investments and development aid. Both countries are trying to expand their presence in regions such as Africa, Latin America, and Southeast Asia, offering financial support and partnerships to gain strategic influence. Global impact. The rivalry between China and the United States is not just a bilateral issue, it has global consequences. Economically, fluctuations in their relationship can impact global markets, trade routes, and investment flows. Countries around the world often find themselves balancing relations between the two powers. In terms of international politics, this rivalry shapes alliances and global governance. Organizations like the United Nations, World Bank, and International Monetary Fund often reflect the influence of these two nations. Emerging countries must navigate this landscape carefully, choosing partnerships that align with their interests. Technologically, the division between Chinese and American systems could lead to a fragmented global digital infrastructure. This could affect everything from internet governance to cybersecurity standards. Moreover, the rivalry influences global security. Military tensions can affect regional stability, particularly in Asia. The possibility of conflict, even if unlikely, remains a concern for the international community. Furthermore, developing nations may benefit from this rivalry through increased investment and infrastructure projects, as both powers seek influence. However, this can also create dependency and political pressure, forcing smaller nations into difficult strategic decisions. Additionally, global challenges such as climate change, pandemics, and nuclear non-proliferation require cooperation between these two powers. Their rivalry can either hinder or motivate joint efforts, making their relationship crucial not just for conflict, but also for solving shared global problems. As we look to the future, one key question remains. Will these two superpowers find a way to coexist peacefully, or will their rivalry deepen into greater conflict? The answer will not only shape their destinies, but also the future of the entire world. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.